Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas with you. And today is just one of those days where I have such an important message. I mean, it is life-changing message from Spirit, and I could not put it into words yet. I'm going to keep trying, but I've tried to make this video so many times, and I started getting worried. Am I not supposed to make this message today? I just couldn't get it out, and then I started to worry about, you know, they tell you in YouTube that you have to capture the viewer in the first minute, and I can't do it. I can't do it that way. And I finally thought, you know, I don't care about growing my YouTube channel. I care about spending time with the people I love. And my God, I don't think you guys know how much I love you. I think of like when you guys send me the pictures holding Asha, you don't realize I don't just post that on Instagram once and done. I look at those all the time. I look in your eyes and I pray for you guys and I love you guys, and that's my connection with you. I see your words in the comments, but then I can put your face to it. And I mean, for years, I don't even understand how you guys have followed me for years. We're going into 3 years and you guys watch me every day, and that just blows my mind. But that's how I feel about you. I want to see you every day. It's amazing that this message of the Magi has brought us together into this friendship, this family, where we have absolutely fallen in love with each other. And it's such a beautiful thing. So today, just to get you started of how crazy it's been, I went to the tippy top. You know my spot. That's where I go to meditate. It's away from everything, and I get messages from Spirit, and I wanted to deliver this message so good to you guys, and that's why I'm laughing, because I can't seem to do it. But I got up there, and there's loggers up there, and they're right at the base of my property, and they're with their machines and their saws, and trees are falling, and tractors, and the smell of diesel, and it was so noisy, and just, it was just not a good feeling. I'm like, this is my spot, what's going on? And so I had to walk down here where it's quieter, and I just had to work through all those emotions and feelings and the things that were going through my mind. You know, and it's funny, I had a flashback. This is so random. Please stay with me. I do have a great message for you guys, but I just want to talk. I had just this random thought of when I was a kid, and I loved aquariums. I loved fish tanks, and I started out with a 10-gallon, and I bought a little fish that I called Freddy, and I named him after Freddy Krueger because he had these spikes, and he would jump out of the tank, and then when I tried to pick him up, put him back in the tank, he would spike me. But I love this fish. He lived for years. I didn't even know fish lived this long. And I made just a nice little environment for him, but I wanted more. And so I went from a 10-gallon to a 20-gallon tank. And when I tried to switch him over to the 20-gallon tank, I mean, he fought me, just swimming all over the place, destroying everything, jumped out of the tank again, spiked me again, got him in the 20-gallon tank, and he loved it. It's bigger, it's beautiful. I had all new decorations for him. And then if you know me, I overdo everything. I went to a 50-gallon tank. I went to a 100-gallon tank. Pretty soon I had a 200-gallon tank. It was huge, and my God, I decorated it like, I mean, just amazing. I had caves for him and just different features and bubbles and air. I mean, it was beautiful. And, you know, he fought me every time, but he loved where I took him. And I remember getting kind of a peace as a child, thinking that must be what death is like. And now I know there's no death, there's only transition. But I remember thinking, you know, how we fight it, that transition. But when we get there, God's like, look, I told you, you didn't have to freak out. Look how beautiful this is. It's bliss. It's beautiful. I've created this beautiful environment just for you. And I was thinking, my God, if I would do that for a fish, what is Good Spirit doing for us? And that was just on my heart. We don't need to fear death and the transition. The Good Spirit has something beautiful. This is so beautiful that He's made for us, and He's going to take us to something even more beautiful. And that just brought peace to my heart. And the gist of this message today, I've been studying, of course, Asha. Asha is my life. Asha is what I am, the message of the Magi. But I really like the writings of Pat and Jolly. And it's funny, Jeremy, you probably know this. Yesterday, I was just thanking you for being my friend, how much I love you. And then I had typed in Pat and Jolly's Yoga Sutras on accident. I was trying to type it into something else. And so you're probably wondering, what was that about? But Pat and Jolly, he says that ignorance is the notion that tells the self, which is joyful, pure, and eternal, to be the non-self, which is painful, unclean, and temporary. And he says ignorance is the primary cause of all bondage. My God, just in those words, think about that. Ignorance is the primary cause of all bondage. And then he goes on to teach about that the absence of knowledge is an actual type of perception. It's a mindset, it's creative, it's a belief, it's faith, it's a perception that's opposite of truth, and it makes form. He talks about seed in the present. Right now we are planting seeds with our understanding, with our thoughts, with our beliefs. And so if we will plant seeds of truth instead of lie, and my friends, even ignorance of truth, you're planting seeds of wrong knowledge, and that's the harvest you are going to get. And he goes on to say that right knowledge dispels its opposite, and that's why we have to get right knowledge. And my friends, right knowledge is that the original word, it's that original vibration that we teach is the Magi. And do you know what it is? Can you repeat it now without me even saying it? It's Asha 13. The original word, the original vibration is that all good comes from the Creator. And when we hold that vibration of all good, love, peace, joy, kindness, we can do no harm, non-violent, and we're holding these higher ideas and vibrations. That's what we create in our world. And today, you know, I'll just open up a page on Asha and read it. And it was perfect with this. Listen to this. It's Asha 12, and it says, I realize there is no separation from my good, my God. That is beautiful. There's no separation from my good. We are one. All the truth, happiness I was looking for is here now. I am that. And now that I know this, it is good as God is. You and your good are one. That is realizing the true self, the joyful self, the pure self, the eternal self, and not the non-self that's painful, unclean, and temporary. It's realizing that you and God, good spirit, are one. This mind, this brain, this body of yours, it's just a tool that we use. We are pure consciousness. We are God consciousness, and we're in this form, in this tool, and we're experiencing this, and we're changing this environment around us. We're helping bring others to this higher idea to make this world Asha, heaven on earth. And it's such a beautiful thing when you get that truth. And my friends, we've talked about this. We've got to get the world to see this, that they will never rise. You've seen me do this a million times, above their highest idea. If their highest idea of God, good, is mixed, it's good sometimes, bad sometimes, love sometimes, hate sometimes, peace sometimes, war sometimes, we never rise above that with our form. But when we raise our mind, we raise our form. And it's such a beautiful truth, and you're a part of something so beautiful, my friends. It's not just me. You are the order of the Magi. You were sent here for this cause. It's not an accident that we've come together. And my friends, it's not just those of us that are here in form. There's people on the other side that are believing with us and changing and creating and bringing this world in. And it's such a beautiful family and relationship we have of what I call the order of the Magi. But it's just godly, good people wanting the highest idea to make the highest form. And we have this special, beautiful bond, and I love it. And I love you guys so much. So I hope I put that into a way that you can use today to start creating, start planting those truth seeds, and understanding that ignorance of truth is an actual mind perception that you're creating out of. So we got to discipline the mind. And I think that's maybe what I want to leave you with today is have a discipline today. do the meditations, hold the idea of truth, do those I ams that we talked about. I am loving because I am love. I am good because I am one with good. I am one with God. I am God consciousness and form, and really wrap your mind around that and vibrate that and create that in our world. And my friends, I mean, there's so much more I want to say, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I feel I got that out pretty good, so I'm going to leave it there. Guys, I love you. 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 We'll see you next time.